Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I'm going to go over the References tab. I already have a document that I had created, and I just want to show you how easy it is to do quite a few things that you may not know that you can do. So one of the things that I'm starting with, of course, is the table of contents, because I'm going to work my way over to the right. So I can actually create a table of contents for my document. So what I would have to do is I'm going to go over and to the Home tab. Because my document, the way it's set up, I do have headers, but I do have it as a normal style, and you actually need to have a heading style. So I'm going to pick one of those. So you need to select your whole document. Control A is a good way of doing that. You can also do select and select all, and then select the heading style that you would like. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So I'm going to jump back over to References now, and I'm going to say I want an automatic heading, automatic table. You can also do a manual table or custom table, but for this video purposes, I'm going to go ahead and go with the automatic table one. And then you'll see my document kind of goes through something here real quick. And now I have quite the table of contents. So this is kind of nice, but be aware that it does do some extra stuff here. I have not yet tried a different one. Let's see what maybe this looks different on the two. There we go. I think this is a little bit better. No, but in any case, so you're going to have to work with this. Maybe I don't want all of this information here. This looks a little bit better because this is broken down by the actual headers that are available. I don't like the way it looks, but again, it's just for the purposes of this table. So I just want you to be aware that that is available to you. There you go. So I can actually create my own table as well. So so we'll go back there. It's fine. I don't mind. Let's see. Add text. Do not show in the table of contents, level 1, level 2. So here's level 1, level 2, level 1 is already selected, level 3. So this just changes how it looks in the document, and then I can update the table. Perhaps I want to update page numbers only, or I want to update the entire table, and just say OK. I can insert a footnote. So say I have something important to say, I can actually include it, and it already gives you the subscript for the one, and then wherever I'm going to create my just, you can see it came right here. Probably should be over a little bit. Let's see if we can move it. So this is going to take a lot of practice. Of course, you're seeing me doing a few things that are seem like I'm practicing, and it is because I am. It's not something that I'm super knowledgeable about as far as how do I do it right this second, but I do know how to do it. So I would like for you to just be able to try it out kind of like how I would try it out. I can also insert an endnote. Again, that will show up, and it automatically gives you the subscript and the information there. And then if we go to the beginning of the document, let's see where I was earlier. Let's go on down here. Here we go. Oh, went a little too far. I just want you to be confident in doing these things, just to try them. One of the things that I would suggest while I'm looking for my page, because I've just messed everything up with the table of contents, which I think I'm going to turn off here in a minute, is that the more you try, the better you're going to get at this. But when you're doing this, save your document to like a different name. That way, if you make any awful changes and you save the document by accident or whatever the case may be, at least you have a clean copy of the original document. So just call it, like for this it says Warden Assignment 3, I would call it Warden Assignment 3A. So then that way I will know that my A is the one that I've done all the work on, that I've made all the changes on and such, and I think that's, a useful way to do it. It's a way of making sure that you're not being affected by the changes that you've created, just like you saw for me. Anyway, here's the end note that I was just talking about. And so you can see it has the number next to it and such. So it's easy to identify. It does it all for you, which is really great. So we can also do a next footnote. So if you have lots of footnotes, this is where you would find them, so you can go throughout your document and find them without having to try to search for them. I can go to previous footnote, and now you can see it went back to my number 1 here. Perhaps I want to find a next endnote, and there it is. So it's a quick, easy way of finding your footnotes and your endnotes throughout the document if you do that a lot. Show notes, jump to the footnotes or endnotes in your document. I don't have any, but you can jump to them. So, here we go. Say okay. So it's bringing me straight there. Perhaps I want to look at the endnote area, and then it brings me back down there as well. Smart lookup. So just so you know, this does go to outside of your document. It brings you over to the internet. It does use Bing, and it wants to send data to Bing, so that's up to you whether you want to use it or not. So you can say got it. Perhaps let's go ahead and see if I click on computer science and smart lookup. And so this is what it would look like. These are the things that will happen. So perhaps I'm looking for something that has to do specifically with computer science. So you can see I'm getting a lot of Wikipedia pages or Khan Academy. I also could do an image search. Researcher, let's go ahead and close this. So research while you write, find citable sources, quotes, and images. I am not a big fan of Bing, so I would probably not use this. But if there is something that you find that you would like to find, and you don't want to have to go out to the internet, and you are okay with Bing, this is where you can do this, and you can just do some research. So yeah, let's look up Madame Curie. And so I will now get all of these documents available to me, and there may be something that I find here that works for me, and I can get all kinds of information from here to get more information on Madame Curie herself. I can go to images. So, it might be something that you find useful. I'm not sure that I would use it very often. Like I said, I'm not very happy with Bing. I don't think that they do a very good search, but that's my choice. And so, yes, you can do it however you want. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I insert citations. So I have a lot of citations that I've used. You can see these are actually part of my document. If I go back down here, you can see Martin, and you can see Mangin. So these people are already in my document, but I can also include a citation to them. So that is a very useful tool, especially if you need to cite something within the document itself. So you can see that it did give me that Mangin citation. It doesn't do it in according to what the APA style is, which is what I grabbed right here, because maybe I'm missing something from there to say what page number or year number. I don't think I am, but if I were, it wouldn't show up. So that's where I would use that. So maybe it's just, a placeholder, and that's what I would use it for, is basically placeholding. I can also add, there's a placeholder, or I can add a new source. I have lots of sources, but I can create a source here, and then that will come in as part of my sources that have available. I also can manage my sources. Now, like I said, I have a lot of sources available, so I can actually go through this, and I want to add this because they added to whatever it was that I was writing about. So I can copy that, and I can say close. And what you'll see happen is in my references area, it should update. It should ask me to update, and it's very possible it didn't ask me to update because I took out the bibliography. So let's go ahead and clean this out real quick. And what I'll show you is is that I'm going to come back and I'm going to, so I manage my sources. I added a whole bunch of other ones there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit close. You can choose what style you want. This is especially useful if, you know, you're changing between styles. Right now, I think the APA is the big one that most instructors are going to, but if you want an MLA style, you can also go to MLA. But, you know, even Chicago style, let's try that and see what it looks like. So what I can do is also insert a bibliography. And now you can see it here, and it is now my bibliography. Now let's see if I add something, how it would look, if it will ask me to update it, because that's what I'm curious about here. So it won't ask me here. Let's try a different one. So let's go back to the APA style, because I kind of want to show you what it looks like. For some reason, I am not getting what I'm looking for, which is unfortunate. So let's go here and let's go ahead and open a new document and see if I can get that to work for us, because I think it's kind of important that you see how it works. So let's go ahead and manage sources. I'm going to just copy a few over here. And here's where you can also delete them. I don't want to delete any of mine because I use them quite a bit, but I can also edit them. So if there's something I found out that I needed, or, you know, I forgot to put the author's name, I can actually do that through here. Or I can also create a new one. And then this gives you the options of how you would like to do it. And what's really nice about this is just that, you know, you can put in here, you know, Jane Doe, we'll add her and see the ABCs. It's Edith's training document 2016, pages 2 to 3. How about that? But you can see that I have these options here, and it will show you examples here of how it would look, or how you would fill in that field. I can also show all fields. So if there's more information you want to put in there, say I want to put in the city of where I wrote it, you don't have to put these in. The ones with the little red dots next to them are just recommended fields. And so that's basically what you see as far as this page here. So when you're creating a source, it just shows you the recommendations of what you should do. And then I can say, okay, and I'm going to go ahead, and it's been added. So I can say, go ahead and close. And then, so now this is what I was looking for. I want to create references. And a lot of instructors don't like that to be blue, so I will change it to black. And just so that it's there, but it sets it up very nicely. It's very clean, it's very clear. You can see it's in the format that I asked it to be in. This is useful, and I don't know why you wouldn't recommend for your students to use this tool, because it is a way of understanding how the APA format works. Or, you know, perhaps I want to change it to a different format. I can actually change it here, you know, to Works Cited, and I can update here, and that's what I was looking for in the other one. So if I go back into Manage Sources and I go here and I copy these other references, I can actually click right here, and it now updates my Works Cited or my bibliography or whatever it is that I choose to use. So back to references. And so it's just a nice tool. It makes it a lot easier, especially for those who are learning. You know, you can also change, like I was saying, the format. So let's say we wanted to go to Chicago, and we're going to put it in now. So it is a little bit different. You can see that it changed actually both of them. I didn't know if it would, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do that. But, you know, you have all of these different options that are available to you, and I think it's a really fabulous tool. You can insert a caption. So if I have a table in my document, I don't think I have one with a table in there, but if I were to have one with the table, oh, look at that, I do. So say I'm selecting this table, I can actually insert a caption, and it'll tell me that you can barely see this, but it says table 1. I can change the label to an equation, a figure, or a table, and since it's a table, I'd leave it there. Where do I want it, above or below? And I can exclude the label from the caption. And I can also just rename it, you know, table 1 threats, okay? And it's hard to see if I wrote it correctly, but like I said, I can exclude it so it just doesn't even show with the table 1. You can see that that turned off and then back on, so I can go set OK. And now you can see I have the table 1 threats, and it's probably because this is a pretty large table, it didn't show up on the same page, but I can fix that later at another time if that's what I choose to do. So that's how you would use the insert caption. And because I do have a table in here, I can actually put in an insert table of figures, so I can change that as well and say, okay, you know, if I have a table of figures, that's what you can, you know, change that for that. Cross-reference, refer to specific places in your document, such as headers and tables. So it's a hyperlink. So if I want to talk about my internal flooding, let's see. Let's go up here and see if this will work, because this is kind of, maybe I want to try, so it was an internal, right? Well, it didn't show up. Okay, so say I want to reference my, say, okay, and insert. So now I should have, let's see, crop reference, insert as a hyperlink. Okay. I was hoping that that would work, but for some reason it's not. But I imagine there's something that you can Okay, so you can also do a cross-reference. So if you click on cross-reference, that basically will reference the type of, you know, what you want to reference. So I do have a table in here, but you can also reference a heading, a bookmark, any of these items here. But I'm going to go ahead and reference the table for right now, the entire caption. And so you can see I have risk assessment, target.com, numeric scale 1 to 10, table 1, and I can just hit insert and close. And now I have a cross-reference here available. It didn't show up as a hyperlink, and I was kind of hoping that it would, but that is available to you, and so that is something that, you know, play with, understand. I'm not very familiar with this, so it will be something I will definitely work on. If somebody's more interested in what it does and how it works, I would be more than glad to look at that with you. Mark entry, add selected text to the index. Threats, flooding, and see, cross-reference. So I can say, see, you know, table 1, and then just do a mark here and close. And so you can see I now have a mark here that's telling me that I have a place that I can go to mark that has been marked by the document. I'm going to go ahead and remove that for now, if it lets me. For some reason, it doesn't like me right now. I can insert an index. So if I choose to, I can pick one. I don't have any desire to do that, but this is definitely something you can look at. And if it's something you use, again, I will be more than glad to look at it with you. Mark citation, next citation. So I have lots of citations in this document, and so I can see if I can find another one. And obviously, I don't have any more. I don't find these very useful just because I don't feel that it's something that I would use. And again, if it is something you want more information about, please let me know, and I will definitely go over it more with you. And that's the same with this. I have yet to have a need to use these, but it may be something that you do use. So please contact me if you want more information on it. I just kind of want to go over what they do. And like I say in all my videos, hover over in case that you want to get more information. So that is basically it for the research references page. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to contact me, edis.warden@oit.edu, extension 51730, or find me through the Skype directory, Edis Warden, and you can IM and video conference with me. All right, have a great day. Thanks.